NBA players have been able to choose when to leave the game when they love to, but not all of them. The overwhelming majority of veteran NBA players get to go away on their own terms. Knowing that as their age increases and skill decreases, it's best way to give the chance to young talent. When a player made his millions, then he can move on to the next phase of his life, involving in sports media, starting his own business. And many stars or players have their own brand from what they have earned big sums. However, some athletes are not so lucky. These basketball players wanted to keep playing with their unique performance, but some injuries brought their careers to premature ends. These professional players from the past 20 years saw their NBA careers downfall end too soon. So let's talk about the injuries that ended careers of the top 10 greatest NBA players. Number 10. Larry Bird. Larry Bird is one of the all-time legends to have played the game of basketball, and for sure Bird had an amazing career. Larry did suffer from back problems though, which led to his retirement after playing only 13 seasons in the league. 13 seasons is a long time for most people, but for Larry Bird it simply wasn't enough, as he retired at the age of 35 years old. Number 9. Pete Maravich. Pete was one of the finest shooters of all time. Pete is still remembered by NBA fans all around the world. Maravich played a total of 11 seasons in the NBA, and at that time he was exceptionally good. Pete was a good shooter with a career field goal percentage of 44%. Knee problems haunted Maravich's career, and he ended up retiring at the early age of 32 years old. Number 8. Greg Oden. Selected first overall in the 2007 draft, Oden was expected to be a star in the NBA when Portland chooses him over Kevin Durant. That wasn't how his career turned out, however, as Oden only played a total of 105 games in the NBA. Hampered by injury, Oden failed to make an impact in the NBA, and his career always seemed to be pushed back further every time he was cleared to play. Number 7. Amare Stoudemire. Stoudemire was selected 9th overall in the 2002 NBA draft, a big man who could play both the power forward and center role. It was expected Stoudemire would have a great NBA career. Amare won the Rookie of the Year award in his first year in the NBA during the 2002 and 2003 season. Unfortunately, numerous knee injuries dampened the big man's career. Number 6. Brandon Roy. Roy was the legend of his time, and he used to play from his college time. Roy's fate is not good with him, and unfortunately, like many others, suffered from knee injury throughout his NBA career, which led to him retiring at the age of 28 years old. Many legends said that if Roy played more, he could be one of the greatest players. Number 5. Chris Webber. Webber was selected first overall in the 1993 NBA draft. Webber was a power forward who could also play as a center on the court. Webber promised to be a top talent in the NBA, and during his playing time, he was great, but various injuries led to him missing numerous games during his 17-year NBA career. Webber was selected as an All-Star 5 times in his NBA career. There was never any doubt whether or not Chris Webber could hoop. After being named the top high school player in the country, in 1991, Webber was selected with the number 1 overall pick of the 1993 NBA draft after 2 seasons playing with the Fab Five at the University of Michigan. The Orlando Magic traded Webber to the Golden State Warriors on draft night, where he would go on to win the 1994 Rookie of the Year award during his first 2-season long stints with the Golden State Warriors. Number 4. Bill Walton. Walton was the greatest player of his time. Walton was a beast on the field. Walton had many injuries, most infamously a chronicle bone in his left foot. Walton's dozens of injuries led him to retire at the age of 34. Number 3. Penny Hardaway. Hardaway was a talented player who could play as the point guard, shooting guard, or even the small forward spot on the court. Penny was an NBA All-Star in his first 4 seasons. Unfortunately, his knee injury led him away from his game. When Hardaway was 14, his mother returned to Memphis, and he moved back in with her. Although he became an All-American player, he was not concentrating on his schoolwork, and as a result, when it came time for him to go to college, he could not pass the American College Test, ACT, and had to sit out his freshman year under the rules of National Collegiate Athletic Association, Bylaw 5-1-J, more commonly known as Proposition 48. Despite offers from schools across the country, Hardaway had chosen to remain close to home and attend. Number 2. Grant Hill. Grant suffers from dozens of injuries which led him missing a lot of time from 2000 to 2006, including the entire 2003-2004 season where Hill did not play one game for the Orlando Magic. Hill was a very talented player, but numerous injuries to his ankle caused him to miss lots of playing time during his prime years in the NBA. I knew I was fortunate, Hill told The Undefeated. I knew I was lucky, but in the basketball world, that didn't necessarily help. That didn't give me an advantage. Everyone talks about basketball being the ultimate meritocracy, but people coming at you, and I loved it. I loved competition. I would seek it out. I'd go where a good run was, and people would come in with their own opinions or stereotypes of whatever, and I was trying to go at them and show as a player, you're looking to play against the best. You want people to come at you and be aggressive and challenge you. I experienced that in large part because of the perception and the reputation of my parents. People knew who my dad was, and so they would try to come at you. Number 1. Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose won the NBA MVP award when he was 22 years old, becoming the youngest person in NBA history to win the award. Rose was such an exciting prospect until injuries got the better of him, and he tore the ACL in his left knee during the first round of the 2012 playoffs, leading to him missing the entire 2012-2013 season. Injuries destroy his career badly. However, the label of the game's best player has to go to the individual who has led his team to the last 2 titles while capturing 2 MVP trophies along the way, LeBron James. While Rose's confidence is admirable and somewhat expected, it will take an extraordinary season from the young Bulls star in order to knock James off the mountaintop. They all could have an amazing NBA career to look back, but unfortunately injuries ruined their career. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you've liked it, and do hit the subscribe button so that you won't be missing out any interesting videos from now on.